I'm allergic to bullshit. But it has nothing to do with Lamborghini lap record. It's just a general comment of mine. I've actually been very ill, and that's the reason why this video is pretty late. But many of you have asked, so what is my opinion on Lamborghini video? For a reason. Good. In short, I must say the lap time is definitely real, because if you are not new to this channel, if you've been watching my vlogs, back in May I released a video that I shot on 17th of April 2018 of this year, when the SVJ was doing some test runs. And I clocked the car at 6 minutes 54 seconds. And back then I already said, okay, if it just during a test session it can go already sub 7, then during the actual lap record attempt it should probably go even faster, which is in this case almost 10 seconds faster, but it's not impossible. Yes, of course, I could analyze the video and ask like, what happened here? Or what happened there? But in general, like I said, the lap time is definitely real, judging by the fact that I already seen it with my eyes, that the car is capable of doing it. But I still have a couple of comments and questions, and something that maybe Lamborghini and any car manufacturer that's going to do lap records at the Nürburgring can improve. First of all, my question is, when did the lap record take place? Because if you look, for example, at Porsche's press releases, they always say on that particular day, the lap record happened. And I don't want to be like bragging or anything, but whenever something happens on the Nürburgring, I know it, and not only me, but also a lot of other local bloggers, local vloggers, local people, Instagrammers, whoever you call it, they know it, because Nürburgring is only a small village. According to Wikipedia page, there are only like 160 people living here or something. So everyone knows what happens, especially when something big happens. For example, when any lap record attempt happens, but no one knew that Lamborghini would come and do something. So that's kind of strange. Doesn't mean that maybe Pirelli booked a session for them, for that example, and they just didn't want any witnesses, like for example me, so which is understandable. But however, it would be interesting to have it included in the press release when it exactly happened. The next question that I have is, which tires have been used for this particular lap record run? Of course, we all know that Lamborghini has a very strong relationship with Pirelli, so of course it was Pirelli, but which type of Pirelli? Trofeo R, Trofeo RRRR, Super R, or was it maybe some full slick? What conspiracists like me would actually have maybe asked themselves. But actually, when you watch the video, you see that towards the end of the lap, the car starts sliding a couple of times. So it was definitely not full slick. It was more or less street legal tire, but a very high performance tire. But still, when this press release came out, you saw the picture of a Lamborghini Aventador Svj with tire warmers around it, so you couldn't tell which type of tire. And it's fine if you tell it, okay, it's going to be the next generation tire that will be available once the car comes out. For example, the same happened with the Porsche GT2 RS and GT3 RS Mark II, when they said it's going to be on Michelin Pilot Sport Cup R, something that still has to come out until this day. I think the first deliveries of that tire are going to be somewhere later in August. But anyway, tire information, very important for a lap record run. Then in general, a lot of people said, well, how can this car be faster than GT2 RS? Some Porsche fanboys, including myself, very good car. Well, to those people, I can just say 50 or even more horsepower difference and plus 2 additional drive shafts, because all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive. So it's not that hard to go 3 seconds faster. So far, when did it happen? Which tires did it use to run? And then finally, when Porsche and some other manufacturers do the lap records, they involve Wiege. Wiege is a company around here that provides official lap timing services, and then on top a notary, a local notary, comes and checks if this equipment is valid, if the whole lap record attempt was valid, if everything is real, and says, okay, it happened. Basically same what happens with Guinness World Records. You cannot just like do some stuff and say, hey, I did it. You need to have actual people to come and verify it. And of course, some lap videos are being done just by using simply Race Navigator software, or in this case a V-Box, and we can all say that, yeah, of course, it's a real measuring software, and it is okay. But I mean, if you're doing a world lap record attempt of a production car, and you might as well spend a couple of €1,000 by making it extra valid and have a standardized system. Just like a tip in the future. And a small like a comment to Lamborghini, you have massively improved your camera game in comparison to the Huracan Performante lap time. Like next time, please like include something of the actual speedometer and rev counter so we can see that as well, because it's not only for people conspiracists like me who are gonna like bullshit like, oh no, this is impossible, it jumps too fast or something like I did the last time, and I admit it, but it's also for your fans to say like, holy shit, this car goes 220 through Flugplatz. This is something awesome, and this is something you can improve on. So again, just a quick summary. The lap time is real. Congratulations, Lamborghini. I'm very much looking forward to see what Porsche gonna come back with. We all know that Manthey Racing is building something, a faster version of the GT2 RS, so that's going to be a bit faster. According to rumors, there's going to be some like club sport version of 750 horsepower GT2 RS produced by Porsche themselves. Who knows? The time will tell. For that, stay tuned, subscribe, like, share. And yeah, enjoy the vlog that is going to come after this, because this video was pretty short to be a video of its own. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. And now our rate is officially approved. Typical lunch delivery, I guess. I just have no idea what the hell I'm doing anymore. Okay. From track driving, and my first like minus thing of this car is, let me close the door because they probably cannot hear me, is that this car is pretty loud. So if you're like want to start it at 7 o'clock in the morning, your neighbor's probably gonna hate you all the time. Yeah, and I need to figure out how to reset the tire pressures, because they are now actually way too high. I need to drop them even, because I pumped it up to 3 bar because I wanted to go, and I'm still gonna go to Drift Park later to do some sideways action, because I mean it's a rear-wheel drive car. But first I decided to do a quick Holland run because of this, and I also got some mail there that I need to pick up. Hopefully I will use that for a future boosted orders video, but you will see everything in a bit. So now let's fill her up. Actually, the fuel economy is amazing. I did 4 laps and the tank was still full. You can also say that I was like driving like a grandma, but I can assure you I was not. And I think we did about 9 laps in total on the full tank, and then there were still 2 bars left. And then Robert and I decided, you know what, let's fill her up still, because, well, we had a couple of more laps to go, actually 1.5 hour more to go. So yeah, we'll see. We'll have the car for the rest of the week, and we'll see how much more we can do with it. But no, I really like it. I'll probably tell you a bit more, because now I want a bit more later, because now I need to hurry up to Holland. So let's go there, but first fill her up. Drive select, yeah, we can leave it in comfort. Let's see how the comfort drive capabilities of this car are. But first, let's buckle up, go to 4ED, get breakfast for me and the car. Actually pretty surprising that, well, 95 is also okay. Usually you would say only 98. No jerrycans though. Well, Super Plus, 98 it is. Come on. There we go. Also, God bless Germany for the, what's it called? That one. That you can just leave it and fill it up and enjoy life and not be bothered by holding it. Well, probably in your country you have those gas pistol locks, but in Holland, Belgium, France, you cannot do it, probably because of some safety precautions. Another safety precaution is, look at this amazing pocket where you can fit your tire pressure gauge. Let's drop them a bit, because I pumped them up for 3 bars to do drifting. I have really no idea how to reset it. I should have asked Audi better. But quick googling showed me that it kind of resets itself automatically maybe after 30 minutes, but we will see. Okay, and a fast forward into helmet, and traditionally wise got a new haircut, and I'm here to pick up a good friend of mine, Stefano. He's working at Jumbo. It's like a Dutch supermarket, and he's delivering groceries. And he's an old-time friend of mine. He actually made pictures of the M2 last year for the old audience. And yeah, we decided, I asked him like, hey, you want to make pictures of the R8? Maybe park it next to the Aldi, you know, Aldi, Audi. That's also like a cheap, like very cheap supermarket. And this type of content is always gets perceived, very well perceived for, you know, like a very expensive car with a fairly cheap supermarket. So I said, but man, I work at Jumbo. Let's do like grocery delivery. I'm like, okay, sure. So we're just gonna do that. But I want to give Audi a shout out, the R8 in particular, because look at the fuel level. It's still almost full, and I wouldn't say that I was like driving slow. When there was unlimited section at Autobahn, I was driving 200 flat, not faster. So yeah, and obviously it was speed limit in Holland, but 220 kilometers with dynamic consumption, and still, yeah, plenty of fuel left. That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty nice.
Yo, chef.
Yo, chef. Sandwiches.
Hoor hem hebben.
Dat moet jij zeggen. Als je maar blijft zitten. And now our rate is officially approved for the sandwich delivery. So what we got? Okay, people got taste, huh?
Yes.
Typical lunch delivery, I guess. Like a bus. That's my first bad joke of the day. Well, let's make some people happy. The most important part. Okay, done. That was kind of less exciting than I expected, and you probably as well. I mean, some other average YouTuber would have done like something too obnoxious, but that's not how we do things, right? Let's go back to the Nürburgring, I guess. Yeah, do some drifting. And actually, Charoudin Sport is testing today on the track, so hopefully we'll get to see some of that. And otherwise, there will be some sideways action. So let's hit them up. Was that my second bad joke of the day? Yes. And the R8 is now not only approved as a sandwich carrier, but also as pants carrier. Should we make a Boosted Boris joke, something about pants and dropping them and girls? No, let's not do that. Grocery deliver over day, photographer by night. Well, it's actually day, so this bad joke is just way too bad. I'm gonna stop, okay. You know what's also a very bad joke? So we have V10 in the back, as you can see in my rear view mirror. And I have also V10 on the passenger seat, because I bought the Dyson vacuum cleaner V10. I'm not even gonna try to make a bad joke out of it. But on a serious note, I'm thinking of making Boosted Boris video with the Dyson. And well, top 5 differences between the R8 and the Dyson. R8 picks up chicks, chicks pick up Dyson. Okay, let's stop. And the fast forward comrades to the Drift Park Nürburgring number 2. They also have number 1, where Tom Stamp and I have filmed a short video that many of you have disliked because there was no drifting, but the thumbnail was a bit clickbait. I understand, I would have done the same. But anyway, just telling you that there are more of them. And we are going to drift the R8 to see how long it's going to take me to master the drift circle with the R8. It is currently 15:37. I have roughly 1 hour because the NTF gonna start. Initially I had the track rented from 1, and then, well, delays happened. Personal delays, traffic jam delays, well, delays. Now we have only 1 hour left. Hopefully it will be enough, and which will be a good selling point for the car, because I'm not that really good of a drifter, and it was never my thing. You know, of course, I've been to Zolder to drift training with E30, which was amazing, fun, but it was never my thing. So we'll see. Maybe I just suck in general. Then I'll give the keys to someone else to show how it's done.
have better conditions. Now it's
fully wet.
fully wet.
Whee! Hello. So for the purpose of this vlog, it's now 16:47, so actually it was 1 hour and 10 minutes after I started doing something with this car. I must say it's not that easy. It's actually very hard. We had Andy with me on board, who is driving the Beast of the Green Hell, the AMG GTR, and even he had some difficulties with it the first couple of moments, although he is a very good drifter. But yeah, this car is, I don't know, it's and while I'm here, I might as well tell you a bit more about the track where I'm at. So the inside circle is more slippy than the outside circle, so it's easier to drift, to initiate the drift, but also a lot easier to mess up things. I mean, so the radius is not that big, so there's not much that we can do, and like I told you, it's pretty easy to spin out. Or it's just a driver excuse and I basically suck a lot, which is also true. I just have no idea what the hell I'm doing anymore. My coordination isn't working.
Something to drink.
I got a mug, but nothing to drink though. And fast forward back to Apex, and it's already time to hit TF. So let's go. Today we're doing, like, we're already the delivery with Jumbo, with the groceries. We're also doing delivery with the cars. Who was sitting here? Was it Diana, or maybe even a smaller person? Not as exciting as the R8, I must say. Well, of course, also 4 cylinders less. And 2 turbos more. No, 1 turbo more. 2 turbos is on the M4. Oh, it was something, yeah. That was also something. Charoudin, by the way. Here are amazing shots that Tom Stamp made. And tomorrow it's going to be also here the whole day, like I told you. So we're gonna have a bit more content with the Charoudin. Oh, it's not going to TF. How sad. No. So, yeah. Well, fast forward to the Nürburg car park, and what should I say? Typical old thing. Porsches, BMWs, Honda, Porsches, some Audis for a change. RSs, lots of RSs, Megane RSs, Porsche GT3 RSs. This
thing sounds unreal, by the way.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's like 7M or something. Oh well, food is more important than cars. And eagles! Eagles! Okay.
Hi.